Hey, hello, this is Andrea, and today is Friday, the 10th of April, 2026. Yes, this is my first video for the year. I didn't feel like vlogging for a while, but here I am. It is spring in southeastern Pennsylvania, and I think it's 65 degrees outside. So I think tonight will be the splashdown for the Artemis 2 crew. They went up out of our atmosphere and around the moon and back, and then they're supposed to splash down tonight, I think. So I'll be watching that. We watched them take off last week. Or I guess you don't call it take off. What do you call it? Blast off? I don't know. What's going on with me? Well, I'm thinking about planting some stuff this year, but I haven't gone out there and messed with the garden beds yet. And we haven't mowed yet either, but we should, because the front lawn is starting to grow and we're starting to get the dandelions. So we don't use that chemical stuff. So the dandelions come in, they grow, and then they disappear. They're only there for a short time, and the animals like to eat them. So yeah, so you probably see I'm wearing a hat. I had a recurrence of cancer in, I guess October is when they told me, and I've been doing chemo since then. I have my last round of chemo is next week. And yes, I did the chemo before. I hope I don't have to do it again, ever again, because I don't like it. It's not good. I mean, it's good that it's getting rid of stuff. So my cancer antigen number, in the beginning it was at 50 something, and now I'm down to 10. They'll test it again next week when I go to get the chemo again. So, and then in May, we're going to go on a cruise for a week in May, and we're taking our youngest with us and his girlfriend. It'll be their first cruise, so that'll be fun. We're going on a small ship. We like to go on small ships for, it'll be Royal Caribbean again. Sorry I keep saying It's been a while since I made this kind of video. I don't know if you can hear the cats making noises. They're meowing and wrestling with each other. I probably mentioned that we have cats before. 2 white cats, a boy and a girl, and their brother and sister. And the boy's name is Tab, short for Tableau, which my other son's girlfriend named him. And the girl's name is Lily, and I named her. I named her after a character from Animal Crossing. My favorite character in Animal Crossing is a little frog named Lily, so I named her Lily. And yeah, so I think today's Friday, so tomorrow we're going to be gaming. We're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons with my middle son and his girlfriend. And I think it's the only plans we have. I can't really do the mowing right now because I'm not always stable, so I don't want to get up on the mower. So I'm trying to get Bob to do the mowing. I mean, he likes to ride the mower too, I think. He just doesn't like doing it in the backyard. So, but the backyard's doing okay. It's like we have different grass in the backyard. We have this really light, low grass in the backyard, plus we have some ground cover stuff like Creeping Charlie. I think it's called Creeping Charlie. Traveling Charlie, Creeping Charlie. Charlie's going somewhere. Yeah. We haven't watched any new movies lately. Oh, I got for Christmas I got an Addams Family book. Hold on, I'll go get it. I got this Addams Family book. It says The Addams Family and Evolution by Charles Addams. He made the like, this is what his stuff looks like. It was in the New Yorker and other magazines, and that's what the TV show and everything else are based on. So most of this book is like usually it's a one-page cartoon that he did, comic that he did, but there's also sections about the different characters. The first one that he did was just all the characters getting off a bus. Let me see if they have it in here. I mean, I knew this before I got the book. The first one that he did, that was published, was all the characters are getting off a bus at a cemetery. I can't remember if it's for Halloween. Oh, look. Here you can see. He was on the cover of these magazines here. He had the characters on the cover of these magazines here. Yeah, I think it's in here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, the first thing that was published, I believe, it was a bus at night, and all the characters are getting off and going to a cemetery. And I think it was for a Halloween edition of a magazine. And at that point, he didn't have them as all being in the same family. They just were different characters and stuff. And in different times in the beginning, like at one point he had Morticia married to the guy who's now known as Uncle Fester. And then he had her married to Gomez. So yeah, it did evolve. It is an evolution of how the characters came to be. Oh, look at this on the back. It's like a wreath with all their faces. So my favorite characters are Wednesday and Uncle Fester. I really loved the TV show that was on. Was it the 60s that it was on? Yeah, I've watched it several times. So there's something funny to know about me, that I love the Addams Family. I think I always loved it because they did weird things. Like, my first time seeing the Addams Family was the old TV show. They did kind of silly things that didn't make sense, but they were like a happy family. You know, they seemed very happy together. And I unfortunately did not have a happy family life growing up. So, but they're creepy and they're kooky. What else do I got to tell you? Anything going on here in the good old Pennsylvania? Well, I know that this summer there's going to be some kind of soccer tournament happening across different states, and some of them are going to be in Pennsylvania, not too far from where I live. So that's going to affect traffic and stuff like that. But I think that's in June. Yeah. We got some events later in the year that we're looking forward to. So it's always good to have things to look forward to. Oh, Bob made, we didn't really do much on Easter, but Bob made sweet rolls, and it was just the two of us. So we were eating these sweet rolls for days, and I was like happy and angry at the same time, because I'm like, oh, these sweet rolls. I go to sleep thinking about the sweet rolls. They weren't that sweet. They're just kind of like, well, you make them with yeast, so they're kind of like yeast rolls, and he had raisins in them. And then there's this very light glaze that he puts over the top. Oh, it was so good. And it was made with nutmeg instead of cinnamon. Not a lot of nutmeg, but I've been having, so this time on chemo, I've been having trouble with some flavors are too strong for me, which is weird. Because last time I couldn't taste anything at all. And this time I can taste stuff. It doesn't, because it's my second time being on chemo. I was on chemo in, I think, the end of 2022 to the beginning of 2023. But this time I can taste stuff, but some stuff tastes really strong. And one of the things is cinnamon, and another thing is garlic. And I love cinnamon and I love garlic. Well, not together. But I've had to avoid those. Even the smell of them is too much for me. It's like nauseating. So imagine that's something that you love. You can't stand the smell of it. It's really weird. So yeah, so he found a recipe that didn't have cinnamon. It had nutmeg in it. Which, you have to use a lot less nutmeg than cinnamon. All you bakers out there know that. So, well, I guess that's all I got for you today. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.